TV.
All right. Okay, let's see if we can. Oh, that's nice. Just being able to zoom in on this terminal. That is one good reason to use Hyper. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and minimize some stuff here. Let's see, let's pin this. All right, so let's recap what I worked on yesterday because I did some without streaming. Just sometimes I like to explore and take my time and learn something without having to talk and show it on stream. But anyway, we got Chevcast TV running. So it's a basic Next.js app. I haven't modified anything. The only thing I have modified is I created an about page just to test adding a new page. So that worked good. We are, let's see, let's go to, there we are, Azure. Look at the overview here. So on Windows Azure here, we went ahead and configured this app for, it's just an app service on Windows Azure. But the cool thing is it deploys a Docker container. So I went to the deployment center here and I set up automatic deployment. I've never used Docker before, so I was actually really impressed. So first thing I did was I just did a regular Github Actions deploy to a Node.js environment. So on Azure using App Service, you can choose a Docker container or that. And it took 10 minutes at least to build from master because it was uploading thousands of files from, I guess, from node modules. Like it's building it and then uploading all the artifacts to Windows Azure. And the reason it's slow, it's only ultimately like 230 megabytes. It's not even that much. But ultimately, it was sending thousands of HTTP requests to push this data to Azure. And all of those network requests were slowing it down big time. So they're like, well, just zip it up, create an archive, and then you can do that. And so I was going to figure out how to do that, but then I thought, well, there's also this Docker thing, and I've heard good things. I've wanted to look into it. So I took the time yesterday and I learned Docker, at least just enough to get by. And it's pretty cool. In fact, I'll just show it here real fast. Docker's running on my desktop right now. I'm not sure what this thing is. Laughing Tesla. Some sort of generated name, I'm guessing. So here is the Docker container that I have pushed up to the. I currently have to push it to their Docker hub, that's where it lives. And then you can either deploy right from that, or you can. Well, I mean, either way, it deploys from Docker hub, I believe. But yes, yeah. And so I can either build that image myself and push it to Docker Hub, or what I did was I set up GitHub Actions to build the Docker image when I push to Git. So GitHub Actions will do that. If we go to GitHub and we go to Chevcast TV and we go to Actions, you'll be able to see this whole workflow here. And so it builds all this and it goes through and it builds the Docker image and pushes it to Docker Hub. And then it deploys that image. And it took so fast. Like this took 6 seconds to deploy versus the 10 minutes before. So 1 minute, 14 seconds to build and then 6 seconds to deploy. So that's pretty cool. So I was really impressed with Docker. But it means now making changes is as easy as just opening our app, making a change, and pushing it to master. So that's pretty cool. And then I only using Docker image for production. I know that you can set it up and do like development with it, but I see no reason to do that. And I followed an article that also recommended just not doing that. So anyway, we'll learn more about Docker as we go if we have to, but for now, it's cool because we just push this one file, which is not that big, and I actually don't know how big the Docker image is. Does it say? Let's look and see if we can find out. But anyway, it's one request because it's just one big file. So there you go. Okay, so it does bloat it a little bit. My app was only like 230 megabytes, so it added us like 200 more megabytes, but that's not that bad. We're not even to half a gig yet, so and I don't imagine it ballooning much more beyond that because the rest is all just going to be text. It's all code. So maybe some assets. So there might be some image assets that balloon that a little bit, but regardless, we're good. We're all set. Let's see. I don't know why this guy's in use. Laughing Tesla showcase. Oh, that's still. Oh, okay. So now can I delete that? I tried to delete this yesterday and it wouldn't. Okay, there we go. Nice. I don't know if pushing an image to Docker Hub triggers a deploy, or if the deploy is only triggered when GitHub Actions is the one pushing it to Docker Hub. So we'll mess with that later though, because I wanted to move on. So what I want to tackle today is I want to tackle Discord authentication. So if you recall from our first video, if you watched it, we want to log into Chefcast TV using your Discord account. And that's going to kind of act as a dashboard for the Chev bot, for putting the bot in Discord servers. And then it will also act as the community hub for creating the D&D campaigns, all that kind of stuff we want to do on our Chefcast server. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, okay, so first things first, we're going to need some dummy UI in order to test the login. So maybe we'll start then by adding in some material UI. So let's go find material UI. I was learning a little bit about this last night and I got too tired. We use it at work. And so I just want to, let's see, add next. Oh, do I really have to install all of this? What I was watching last night was something about material/core. They've obviously changed this. Oh, okay, cool. Motion react to motion style. I guess I'll just follow this then. For now, we're going to go into our code folder and then we're going to go into chevtech/chevcast TV here. Oops. Oh my gosh. Make this a little bigger. There we go. Take up more screen real estate so you guys can see it better. Okay. All right. I think that's good. It only has to be. Yeah. I think technically a lot of stuff could be in dev dependencies, but you know, I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's open up Visual Studio Code here. We're going to maximize that. Let's get this much larger so you guys can see it easier. Maybe even one more, huh? There we go. Okay, so there's our about page. What was I trying to find? Yeah, dependencies. I'm actually thinking that most of these, except for next, I think, can be moved into dev dependencies, but we won't worry about that right now, I guess. All right. Awesome. So I did also augment this next app from when we coded it last on stream. You'll notice one thing different now is we have a server directory. So by default, oh, what? Let's get rid of that. Should be only be in the build for. Okay. I must have left that in there from last night. So anyway, Next comes with its own server, which is awesome. If you're just wanting to create something where basically it's 99% front end and the only server side things you need are in API, then you're good to go. Next provides these hooks to basically run these server side endpoints and all that kind of stuff. And you got the hooks on the pages files to decide whether or not they're statically rendered on the fly, that kind of stuff. But what we need is we want this to be able to log in as a Discord bot as well, which requires basically Node.js server-side code. As soon as we start the app, the bot needs to start at the same time. We could make a separate app, and then, like we'd have to host it separately on Azure, and we would have to make them communicate with each other, have to create some sort of pipeline for them to talk to each other in order to get things, going across. But I just thought, this is this is such a tight integration with Discord that I think it's pointless to separate the bot into its own thing. So I decided instead to just figure out how to run the bot in the same Node.js process as the web app. So in order to do that, we need a custom server. So I went to Next's documentation and found out how to build a custom server. Basically, I had to change a couple things. So I left the old scripts in here just so we can see them. And unfortunately, with JSON, you can't really comment anything out without it getting upset. So I just named it a key that's not used, old scripts. So we can always go back to that if we need to. But instead, we're running TS Node Dev for automatic reloads, basically NodeMon, but for TypeScript. And we're running that in the server folder. And I was running into an issue where every time the React Next Webpack dev server would try to reload the page, this was also restarting the whole node process because I modified a file. So I had to pass in ignore watch to ignore everything for the watch. And then I had to pass in watch for the specific directory, so the server directory. So only files in this server directory will trigger TS Node Dev to restart the whole node process. So we're good there. So that's our dev situation now. We now have this custom server, which I'll show you in a sec. When we build it, we're still doing next build, but we're also building the I didn't mean to do that. We're also building the TypeScript in this server folder, and that goes into this little custom build right there. Okay, and then start. So this is just the same thing as before, except for now we just start our server instead of next start. Yeah, right there was next start. So we're not using the Webpack server anymore. It's not going to come with the next bundled server. We're still going to delegate to it, but this server file that we created is going to spin up the next server now. I just added a clean because I got to clean that build directory. Every time I want to build it, I want to be able to clean it first. And then we just kept our lint. So that's the changes I've made so far. So here's the server TS file. And it took me a minute to tweak this TS config in here, but I'm going to go ahead and actually just delete all the junk. We can always find that stuff if we need to. But I just want to be able to come in here and be able to see everything at a glance. All right, so we had to change the module thing to common.js. If you look in next, it's ES next, but that is because the modules can be bundled. However, because it's all being bundled by Webpack into a single file for the front end stuff. The server side stuff, though, when it's built, it needs to still be using regular node modules. So that means requires. So we had to change that to common.js in order for that to happen. And then the rest of these, I basically had to tweak them a little bit, copying to and from the other one. I know TypeScript really well, but when it comes to its TS config, there's really no way to just know exactly what you need right off the bat. At least not for me. Okay, so here's the generated server file. Once TypeScript runs, it generates this ES5 version of the file. So obviously the TypeScript version is cleaner, more easy to look at, and that's what we edit. Okay, so we create a server from HTTP. So that's our custom server. HTTP is a built-in node module. I think URL is also a built-in node module. And that gives you some utilities for parsing the URL. We pull the parse utility off of there. Import next from next. Okay, so we're pulling in next ourselves. I'm pulling in the node environment variable and the port. And then yeah, so I'm checking if it's production. If it's not production, then dev is true, which means start in dev mode, which means run webpack dev server, watch our files, live reload our page as we're editing. That's so if, during development as we make changes, our web app just refreshes before our eyes and shows those changes, which is cool. If it's not true, though, if it is production, then it will start the typical next production build. So that's cool too. Let's see, handle, get request handler. Oh yeah, so this is the handler that we're handing off the request info to next with, and we're doing that here. And so you could be sitting here doing, oh, if request.url equals, and then serve your own endpoints, but that's not why we wanted to run this. Their documentation assumes that's what you're after, but that's not what we're after. All we wanted was a place to, so we created a server here, and we're gonna go ahead and start that server. It's gonna say the server is ready on this at this URL, and that's for the web app. But we're also going to start a Discord bot in here. So app.prepare.then. So I don't know exactly where. Probably just right here to start coding up the Discord API. So, but we'll worry about that in a minute. I think right now we want to do some material UI. I'm going to go to pages and delete the about page. So we're not going to use that right now. And we're going to go to index, and we're just going to modify this. Okay, styles.container. Okay. Yeah, I'm hesitant to delete everything here, but you know what? We're just gonna, because we can always get it back if we need to. So this is the head. It's interesting how they have these hooks to put things into the layout here. But let's see, generated, create next React app, description. Okay, devcast community. Or why not? We'll worry about fave icon later. I think there's a fave icon that's just sitting in here already. That works for now. And then welcome to Next.js. Okay, so we'll get rid of lots of title. Let's go ahead and just look at, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and run dev. Cool. Okay, so we just got our title there. So we'll just change that and say, welcome to shedcast.tv. And then here, I'm just going to do harden our dust. We are working hard to bring you a brand new Chefcast community experience. And we'll just get rid of everything else here. We'll leave the grid div just for in case we want to use it at all. Oh, and then the footer. Oh, I actually want this to say powered by ShevTech. To Chefcast.tv. Pardon our dust. Yeah, okay, let's do a break here. Just put a div there. Or I guess yeah, let's actually do like an H3 or do I just do another paragraph tag, you think? I don't know. I don't know why I'm worried about the HTML being semantically appropriate. We'll just do it this way for pardon our dust. Yeah, maybe we will do like an H3, huh? Let's see what that looks like. Okay, that works. Powered by ChefTech. I wonder, is ChefTech even still working? Let's see. ChefTech.io. Still working. It's still even secure. They keep threatening to take down my SSH or SSL certificate because I haven't renewed it. So I'm just waiting for it to go down because I'm going to rehost it and use the certificates through Windows Azure. But okay, so let's go ahead and wrap this. Why did we lose our powered by? Oh, wow. Wait. How did they have this before? Oh, they had the whole thing as a link. Okay. Whatever. I don't know why, but that's fine. Clearly, they've styled the anchor tag in the footer to be a block level element. Let's see, where would the styles be hidden here? Footer A. Oh, yep, there we go. It's a flex box.
Good morning, Alex. How are you doing, my friend? Oh, and hello to the piggies too. They are so cute.
Good morning, Joey. Just putting together a basic page for chefcast.tv so that people, because right now it used to go to a page that had the stream and then a place to donate, and that was it. It was that simple. But now we're building a whole app for people to come in and sign up for our D&D campaigns on our Chefcast server. So, but I want to put a placeholder up on Chefcast TV because right now it's just this default Next.js app template page. So I'm about to publish this. So yeah, let's go ahead and put these in there so that we can get that changed. All right, under construction, placeholder. And we'll go ahead and push that up there. And then
Oh, nice.
I didn't
That
show the
sounds
stream
pretty
this.
cool.
Yeah, and I didn't show the stream this yesterday since I wasn't streaming. But if we come to GitHub Actions, you'll see it's already triggered because we pushed to master. And it's triggered a build. And this build only takes a minute versus the 10 minutes plus that it was taking before. So let's see, what's it doing? I actually didn't watch this yesterday. I kind of wanted to. So set up Docker build X. So it's got some sort of build script to build our Docker image. Looks like it's logging into docker.io, probably to push stuff to the Docker hub, something. Docker info. Okay. Load git source using master. Okay, so it checks our code out from git. Checks the branch out. Load metadata for Docker. Runner. Oh, so I think this is following the scripts already in our Docker file. Oh yeah, working directory apps. Yep, so it's following our Docker file now. That's cool. Not very explicit about where it picks up the Docker file, but that's okay. Okay, so it builds our Docker image. It built, yeah, here's your npm CI. npm run build. Post build and push container image to registry. So we finished this, and then it pushed the Docker image up to the registry. Push token. Okay. Post job cleanup, removing the temp folder. Okay. Post login to registry. Okay, so we're logging out of the registry. Post setup to Docker at build X. Okay, so it's all cleanup. Post run actions. This is cleaning up Git, I believe. Yep. Complete job, cleaning up from process. Okay, and then deploy. Okay, so it is GitHub Actions telling it to deploy. So if I just push to Docker Hub, it's not going to do it. But when I push to GitHub Actions, it then builds that image, pushes it to Docker Hub, and then it goes and tells deploying image to app service. Sweet. Cool. Okay. That's awesome. All right. Imagine this deploy is triggered by build. Yeah. I did see that I could set up continuous deployment from the Docker Hub itself. I almost wonder if I should have done that. But anyway, I won't worry about it. I think the way we have it set up is fine. But that's pretty cool. So it's done now. So if we go to chefcast.tv and refresh, that easy. Awesome. Cool. Well, now people will see this when they go to chefcast.tv. And so they'll know that we're still working on stuff and not worry about it being down or being on a weird template page. Okay, so now what we can do is start to layer in our material UI.
Awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Get rid of that image component. We're not using it. Let's go to material UI. Oh, I already have it up. I forgot. It's right there. Okay. And then I guess for now we'll just import a simple button. See how that goes. Just like this usage here. So let's import the button. Okay. Button from material. Oh wait, but don't we, if we do /button, wouldn't that be better? Yeah. So then we don't pull in the entire material UI library just to grab the one button. There's our hello world with the button on it. That's fine. Let's see. Let's find the documentation for material UI because this is just a getting started thing. I don't know why that hamburger menu is not working. Is there no documentation? What the hell? We'll just click getting started. Okay, there we go.
The piggies look like they are having a relaxing nap.
They just had breakfast. They always come in and then they crash. And at lunchtime, I will feed them, and they'll be outside for a while after that, probably, usually. Okay, so we did that already. We got the usage already. There's our button example. Oh. Okay. Templates. No, let's just look at components. What is going on? Why? None of the clicking over here is actually working.
Wait, there is a hamburger menu. Oh, I want a hamburger. Oh wait, I'm guessing it's a different type of hamburger, lol.
It's because it's a button with 3 dots, so it's like a bun, the meat, and the bottom bun, so it became nicknamed a hamburger button. Alright, so they have some errors in the console, but I don't know if those are related to the fact that I can't load anything. Components. I am getting a type error.
Oh, I gotcha. Ha ha ha.
Let's try loading this in incognito, where I don't have any browser extensions loaded, just to make sure I'm not the reason why it's not working. Okay, yeah, no, they broke their own website. Great. That's great. I can't get to the documentation because their buttons are broken. Can I glean a URL from this? Nope. They did not have the URL here. It is a JavaScript trigger. Can we look at the events tied to it, perhaps? Nope. Probably the glitch is preventing them from even being attached. Okay. Well. Hmm. Hopefully that's just something that's only broken today. That. Oh, there's versions. Can we go back a version? Oh, release candidate. There we go. Okay. We went back a version. Okay, that's better. All right, button documentation. Cool. Okay, so variant, text contained outlined, text buttons, contained buttons. This is pretty nifty. Let's see, color. All right, let's just create a login button because that's what we're going to be testing. So we're going to create, let's see, we got. Actually, you know what? Let's not do it on the main page because I don't want people to, if we want to save this code, I want to be able to push it up and not have it publish to a page everyone's going to be using. So let's actually restore. Oh, I guess I already checked it in. New file. We'll actually just do a login page. Button there. Do I even need to pull in React? Maybe not, huh? Maybe I can just import next page from next. It's like that. Let's actually go to GitHub. I want to use that other file as a reference. A hasty. Oh, yeah. Let's close this. Now that we know, we can just do this. Perfect. Not sure why it serves up the broken page. Let's see, next.materialui.com, getting started. And then just MUI.com versions. You'd think that would take me to a place to pick the version, but it's like... weird. Anyway, I won't worry about it. They have a bizarre thing going on right now. Well, they just released version 5 on the 16th. Oh, sure, why not? I'll follow you guys. Okay.
So I have been working on several Supergirl fanfic projects at once. Currently I'm working on my future chapter where Alex and Kelly get married and Lex Luthor has crashed the wedding and the reception. That chapter is coming along really well. Then I'm working on a Supercorp piece where Kara tells Alex that she is gay and that she is in love with Lena Luthor. Later she flies to Lena's apartment and tells Lena that she is in love with her.
Well, man, I'm glad you're having fun with that. Let's get that button again. MUI slash, what was it? Oh, oops. MUI, there we go, material /button. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I was going to GitHub to get that file that I removed. History. Just view that directory. View at this point in history. There we go. About. Okay. So we can put the header in there to modify the head if we want. Got styles. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that for now. I think I'll just return a dummy page with some dummy metadata. Oh, how did I? There's a const about, and then I export default. Okay. Yeah, man, that's cool. I know Nikki really likes Supergirl. All right, so const login, next page equals. So just gonna, well, turn a button just called login. All right, let's go look at our, let's close that. Let's look at our dev code and go to /login. Oh, does it need to, is it case sensitive? Sure is. And let's do, I think there was a styles main reflect center. Sure. Well, let's just pull that style in. Let's see. Import styles from. I think we even did that in. Yeah, hold on. CSS. Main styles.container. All right. Div its name equals styles.container. Main last name styles.container. All right, how does that look? Contained outline of text. Let's do contained. Okay. And then we'll do size large. Color Success for green. And I guess font size. What's it upset about? Why are you upset? Again, button, variant, styles. Is it style? Oh, just style. Okay. Whoa. Okay, that works. Oh, wow, that's cool. The Material UI CSS that comes with it is already pretty nifty. Okay, can I do like border radius on this guy? Make it more rounded? Or, let's see, let's try like 15 pixel border radius. Oh yeah, you can. Nice. Okay. Let's go look at material a bit. What other options do we have for button? Text buttons disabled. Href. We'll be doing an on click, I think. Variant contained. So just like a list of all of its properties. Basic button. Clicks. Color, variant, size. Do they have icons? Let's see. System. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so they do totally have like grid boxes and stuff. I thought they had icons in here. Maybe I'm wrong. You piggies are so whiny. So whiny. Components API. Oh, button. Oh, here we go. Sweet. Okay, that's cool. Oh, they just get antsy after a bit. They probably want to go outside, but it's chilly, so they don't want to go outside, but they do, so they just sit and whine. It's tough being a pampered piglet. I'm annoyed that they don't have icons. I swear they had icons. Typography. Text utilities, advanced. No. I don't know. I guess we'll just Google Material UI icons. Wait, how did I not see that? Is that in the API? Okay, in component API. I see. All right. Material UI / icon. All right, and then icon takes. Or does it take the? How did I miss icons? Is it really? I thought some components. Oh, I did miss icons. All right. Um. Oh my hell. Be right back. Booker wants outside. Okay, I'm back. Yep. No, they wanted to go outside. Once they decide, that's it. Okay, okay, here we go. Icons. And here's the full list of icons. All right. Okay. I swear I looked for icon. I don't know how I missed it. All right. So I'm thinking login. Oh, good. I can search. Awesome. There's a login icon right there. Icons, material, login. So do I have that installed is the question. Core. I don't think. Icons, material. Oh, you can do an icon button? How does that one work? Let's look at icon button. Components, icon. Navigation, layout. I wish I could search this. Oh, wait, can I search right there? Icon button. Material, icon button, icon button. Refer to icons. Button demo. Let's look at the button demo buttons. Text buttons, contained buttons, outlined, handling clicks, color, size, upload. Buttons with icon and label. So how's that different from an icon button? Icon buttons are commonly found in app bars and toolbars. Icons are also appropriate for toggle buttons that allow a single choice. Okay, so icon button, and then you put the icon in it. Okay, and that icon was just called login, I believe. Yeah, click copy. Okay, so let's grab the login icon, and then we'll grab the icon button. And I'll leave most of that the same. And I'll put an icon in here. Uh-oh. Failed to compile. Module not found. Icons material. Okay. Which means we probably just need to npm install MUI icons material. Great. Why are you upset? Overload matches this call. So resolve icons material login. Wait, are you still saying you can't resolve? It's there, so I guess maybe I just need to restart the server. Okay, there we go. There's our button. All right, then back to this guy. Hey, that doesn't link. Oh. No, it doesn't link to the API for it. Let's go down. Yeah, icon button. So we can do color and size. So I guess we just can't do variant. So really that's all I needed to delete. So we can do color equals success. And size equals, well, let's see, large, okay. Jeez. Seems like it's not changing in size. Yeah, what the heck? It is changing in color, just not size. And we'll leave the color default. And I'll actually just throw a style. And I do font size. I don't think that's going to do it, but we'll try. Nope. That is... Oh, hold on. Can I change the size of the icon itself? Is that... Well, no, it doesn't have a size. Okay. What about style? Size. Well, at least they'll be able to enjoy themselves outside for a bit. I don't blame them for being a bit antsy. I would be too. Yep, I know them. It's their everyday routine. I'm used to it. Okay, come on. So there's the icon API, which does take color, font size. Oh, okay. Let's kind of do font size large. Right, undo that. Okay, so yeah, I made it a little bigger. System process allows defining system overrides as well as additional CSS styles. On button. Button. Who's got the button? I was really hoping for a button with an icon in it. I think that one's here. Yeah, then it is an icon button. Interesting. Start icon, end icon. Oh, I see. Okay, I like that better. Let's change this back to a regular old button. And log in. I think you'd want after or before. Let's see. Let's try after. So start icon. Cool. Okay, and then we'll do variant contained. And we'll do font size large. Doesn't like font size. All right, style, font size 15. That should make it huge. Thought. There we go. Ah, it sucks that that doesn't carry over to the icon. Well, you can just disable it. That's cool. Font size inherit. Is that why it didn't adjust? We change that to an end icon. See what that looks like. Can't decide what's better. We'll go with that for now. Kind of like that. Let's see. I want to read a little more of this though. MUI provides icons support in 3 ways: standardized material design icons, exported as React components, SVG icons, with the SVG icon component, a React wrapper for custom SVG icons, with the icon component, a React wrapper for custom font icons. So do I want login or SVG login? Package 3 component SVG. Use the MUI SVG icon component to render the SVG path for each icon, and so have a peer dependency on Material UI core. If you aren't already using MUI in your project, you can do it with icons using one of these 2 options: icons material or the safest bundle size is option 1. Yeah, okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a manifest here. Let's do a folder. And we'll call it components. And in components, that's not, let's see. I do still want that components one, but I want to create a, what should I call it? Let's do manifests. Oh, I did not mean to put that in there. Okay, and then we'll put a new file in here, and we're going to call it MUI components .ts. And all we're going to do in here is import button from MUI material / button, import login. How did I do that? Login icon, login icon. Icons login, that's right. Login icon from icons material login. Oh. Export default as. There we go. I'm re-exporting these. Default as button. Okay. Perfect. And then we'll just keep adding to this manifest as we go. But that allows us to not have so many imports here, because now I can just do import login icon and button from. And then here's what another thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go into manifests, npm init. And then manifests. Yeah, we'll just call it manifests. That's fine. And we'll keep a version, I think. Everything else can go. And then I need to npm install manifests. What that gets us is a dependency on file manifests. Great. Which means now I can just do from manifests slash MUI components. Actually, you know, yeah, I like manifests. I think that's fine. Okay, and then we'll add those later. All right. Why are you upset? Duplicate I did. Oh, right, because I just got to delete those two. Perfect. Okay. Now I can pull all the MUI components out of there. Ooh, wait. I have a better idea. Hold on. Let's see. Yes, let's do a manifest in here. We'll do the index TS. We'll actually copy these. Put those in index TS. Over here, we're actually going to take this from components slash. Actually, no slash, just components. Okay, we're going to get rid of, well, put package JSON in there. Yes, change this to components. That, get rid of manifests. Change this file to components. There we go. I like that better because now I can actually re-export my own components from here as well as the MUI components and pull them all from the same place. That is good. All right, TypeScript. You need to reload. You are all set now. Oh no. I've got to change the installed. Manifests. LMN. Why is manifests not in here? Shouldn't it have symlinked? Yes, it was. Oh, I saw it right there. Delete. Let's do npm installer fast. I already have it listed in package JSON, so it'll figure itself out. Components. Awesome. Okay, that worked. complaining about? Wait, it's back to working again. And we were looking at SVG icon. Okay. There we go, SVG icon. Oh, it's a wrapper for your own. I see. Okay.